Hello folks, Jason Chrisman here, JC's Bees. You know, in the last couple weeks I've had a few people send me messages, whether it's email, instant message, or just a comment on my videos, asking how am I releasing these virgin queens so successfully. Well, I don't really know what particular part of my steps helps boost this acceptance, but I just wrote a post over on my Patreon page explaining each of the steps that I follow when I install these virgins. If this is something that intrigues you, go read the post. It's completely free. I welcome you to comment, ask questions, whatever it may be. So just last night I installed some virgins, and just minutes ago I went around and manually released each one of them. And out of 6 of them, all of them were accepted. So these steps that I'm talking about seem to be working for me. So give it a try, see if it works for you, and let me know your results. I'd almost bet that if you follow my steps, you'll have the same luck. Actually, a few minutes ago when I was releasing one of these queens, I got a little footage. She came out of the cage and the workers came around and started cleaning her up. Check this out. So this virgin was installed last night around, I believe, 6:30. Right now it's approximately 8:30 in the morning, and I just released her from the cage. You want to learn more about how I do this with the virgins, go over to my Patreon page and read my recent post. It's completely free, folks. Go check it out. So that's always a good sign, to see the workers cleaning up the queen versus covering her up completely and balling her and suffocating her. That's what you do not want to see. So if you ever see the queen come out and bees just start piling on her, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to kill her off. Luckily, I have yet to see that this year, and hopefully I do not. But it is part of the game. So since we're talking about Patreon, what I want to do starting next month, and it's going to be based off of this month, every week I release these videos and I get people commenting. I noticed that I seem to have the same few commenting every week. Well, starting next month, for the month of May, I'm going to give a shout out to the person with the most comments. I appreciate it. I like reading your comments. I read through each and every one. I would love to reply to each one. The problem is time. So starting next month, and like I say, it's going to be based off of May, I'm going to list the person with the most comments, and they're going to get a shout out over on my Patreon page. So I thought that would be kind of fun, something new to bring to the table, and maybe give everybody a chance to be the top commenter who wants to win this, huh? So this week, you know, we're getting ready for the locust bloom. In Ohio, the black locust tree is one of our largest honey producers. Myself, I'm not in it for the honey. I'm in it to get some comb drawn out, get the colonies built up, and to be able to stop feeding these smaller colonies. So that's my goal. Just a few minutes ago, I was up at the farm, and I moved my cattle, and I got a little bit of footage of some of the locusts. Okay, so what you're looking at here is about 2.5 to 3 acres of pretty much only black locusts, all in this woods right here. If we look here at the locusts, you can see they're not far from popping open. The downside to my location here in central Ohio and the black locust is that it always, or 90% of the time, it rains during this flow. So hopefully we have good weather this year and we're able to collect some nectar from these wonderful trees. Many of you know I use the broodminder, and the broodminder is a wireless sensor that you put inside of your hive, and it works Bluetooth with your smartphone, and it sends you information based on the temperature and the humidity. And I've also got the broodminder scale, the hive scale. It goes underneath the hive, works in the same sense through Bluetooth to your phone. A few years ago, I did a video on the black locust bloom, and during that period, those hives were bringing in 7 to 8 pounds a day in nectar. That's how good of a flow black locust can produce. Other things that I've noticed coming in bloom is the blackberries and the raspberries. They've got little buds just about to crack open any day now. So I'm very excited for this new bloom to come on, or new flow, and it'll be good for the bees. I'd also like to mention that if you remember back a couple weeks ago, I did a video on setting a swarm trap in your bee yard. You would not believe the people that have reached out since that video telling me they just caught a swarm in their bee yard. It's amazing, the people that are telling me this. I cannot believe the response. So if you don't have a swarm trap in your bee yard, you better be getting on it. And I'll link that video up here in the corner if you have not seen it. So this is going to conclude my video for this week. It's a rather wet, rainy day. I didn't get to my video on Wednesday, and now it's Friday, the day that, you know, rain likes to visit Ohio. So I hope you liked the video, and if so, you'll throw me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and make sure you click on the little bell so that you get notified when I release new videos. And hey, make sure you turn in next week, because we're going to talk about small hive beetles and a few different methods to help control them. Thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you then.